Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? It's me again, Russell Mills. Today is November 22nd, 2021. Got a question like for all of us. Um, are we ready for retirement? I'm I was looking at this on my phone, CNBC. It says Americans are behind on saving for retirement. Here's how to get on track. And it says most Americans aren't prepared for retirement. Like myself, we're not prepared, don't have money, we're fucked up, we're not planned, didn't want to listen. It says while most non-retired adults have some type of nest egg, only 3.6% think of their retirement savings are on track, according to the Federal Reserve. This is a separate survey from the Insured Retirement Institution found that most workers don't have significant retirement savings and aren't putting enough aside to catch up. It's a problem that existed before the COVID induced recession. For some, the pandemic accelerated the issue. One third of Americans who plan to retire say it will not happen later because of COVID. About 14 million stop contribute to the retirement accounts every month as of this March, according to the study from Age Wave and Edward Jones. Yet others have opportunities to put aside more money thanks to the forced decrease in spending. This is, in fact, low-wage workers, many of whom don't even have access to retirement savings plan, have been hurt the most with layoffs. Assistant Director of Savings researched at Center for Retirement Research at Boston College that they are also being left behind in the recovery. So it's about half of workers at any given time in the last 40 years or so are not participating in retirement accounts, she said. She says, yet savings for retirement is one of the most important things you can do. Here's how to get on track. Start early and be consistent. If you're young, the best thing you could do is start saving for retirement early, since your savings will have the benefit of compound interest. Also be consistent with your contributions. Says if you open a Roth individual retirement account at the age of 18, for example, contribute $100 a month for the next 40 years, and assumed 12% annual average rate of return, you would end up with $1 million, according to the personal finance expert Susie Orman. If you wait 10 years to start, the end result would be $300,000 by age 58. But it's not too late. If you did not start saving at a young age or had stopped putting money aside during the time of financial stress, don't be discouraged, said a certified financial planner, Abby Henderson, CEO of Concord, Massachusetts based financial group. It says, the Ultimate Retirement Plan Guide for 2021, roughly 40% of Americans don't understand the 401k fees. Even if you aren't working, you may be able to open an IRA. Here's how. My fear is that people will feel like I am behind. I will never make it up, so I'm not going to try, Henderson said. Every little bit helps, she said. Take baby steps. So even if it's just $25 a week, do that. Once you are comfortable and can go higher, do so. Have the right assets, allocations. This is have the right mix of assets in your portfolio based on your risk tolerance. Stocks, for instance, are riskier than bonds, but give a higher return. You may take on more risk when you are younger, since your portfolio has time to recover any losses. So it's important to choose an asset allocation that will allow you to sleep at night, so you're not panicking selling when the market goes down, Henderson said. So it's really important to have a vision of what retirement is really going to be like, because that's far from more motivation. It says Steve Parrish, co-director of the Center for Retirement Income at the American College of Financial Services, also suggests considering annuities as part of your overall retirement strategy, since many companies are no longer offering pensions. Annuities offer a guaranteed income in retirement. So don't get caught up with the final number. Workers in U.S. believe median 500,000 is needed to feel financially secure in retirement. A recent survey by the Transamerica Center for Retirement Studies found. Says yet the final number really depends on your specific situation, such as income and your living expenses. And instead of thinking about saving 15% or 20% of your income in your variety of vehicles, such as a 401k plan, savings account, and 529 college savings plans, that's 20% can also include any employer match you, get you a 401k. So many things can change between now and retirement, Henderson said. You can drive yourself crazy trying to target a certain number in your 20s and 30s. Says instead of flat out retiring, consider cutting back from your work hours to part time. People are starting to say maybe it's a slow down process, eventually full retirement. Says Paris, who pointed out that people are living longer now. They will also allow you to delay Social Security as long as possible, so that when you do collect, the benefits will be higher. Just be sure to pay attention to your employer benefits. If you phase out too much, you may lose your health insurance. Medicare doesn't kick in until 65. Just don't forget about inflation. Don't fall into the trap of not factoring inflation into your retirement plans. And as I said, have enough diversification in your portfolio, including perhaps some real estate, inflation-adjusted treasury. This is adjusted treasury, and stick with your program, she advised. I'm going to say this to all of us in this world, including myself, that didn't prepare, fucked around, didn't save money. You know what I'm saying? Or when I had a little bit of 401k money, I had to use it for, my car. If my car was breaking down, so I had to do that, got charged or whatever. So yeah, it sucks when you have to use money on that. But here's the thing, I'm going to say this to relationships when it comes to that. Women and men, how are you going to live? Because it seems like nowadays they want people to just stay separate from each other to a certain degree. Maybe I'm wrong for saying that. Are there couples out there that save together? Absolutely, but not a lot. And it's like also I'm saying, when you see a single mom, let's say if she has kids, or a single dad that has kids, how are you saving money for those kids yourself, college, and to live beyond that? Like, that's the question we all have to ask ourselves. Because now today, you have America, people that, have kids like myself out of wedlock, and, we don't save money. And we're not thinking about the future. We're just thinking about for the moment. So the moment is good for that moment, but it's not good for future. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I say to people all the time. We have to take the time to think. Are some of us out there thinking? Of course. But see, the problem is, if we're not doing it together as men and women, and one's doing it over here and one's doing it over here, and they're separate, and women say, oh, there's no good men anymore, or men might say, oh, there's no good women anymore, I'm done with them. How do you grow? You know what I'm saying? How do you help yourself down the road? You don't. See, this is why they're trying dividing, it seems like, men and women, because the fact is, when you divide men and women, things don't get done the right way. You know what I'm saying? When women say, oh, I don't need no man, I could just work 2-3 jobs and have my own place. Okay, so now you're going to die alone in that plot with no kids, no nothing. And people are going to just say, oh, yeah, she was all right, I guess, but no, and who's going to help you when you die? You know what I'm saying? If you have no kids. And even if you do have kids, why put the burden on your kids to help you? You know what I'm saying? If you didn't prepare for yourself. And that's what I'm afraid of down the road. I don't want my son down the road, because who knows if he's even going to even help me. He might not. He just might say, oh, fuck it. Oh, well, he's going to die. I'm going to live my life. Eventually, I'm going to die. Might happen. So this is why I say we all, the world today is so divided. And it's like, I just don't understand, and it's like our financial planning is so fucked up because rent is so high. Everything is so high today. You know what I'm saying? Even with this COVID shit going on, stuff is still high. Rent is still high. There's so much homelessness all over the world, which is insane. You know what I mean? And people trying to live in tents in the wintertime, and you know what I mean, in the rain and snow and the summertime. Like, how do you can't? So it's just like I tell people all the time, like it's getting harder. It's getting harder even when living with people. Like how many people have roommates today? Whole bunch. That's the problem. There's a whole bunch of people. Like you know what I mean. I've people living with two or three people, four people, and in 3-bedroom apartments. Sometimes 2-bedroom apartments. Sometimes two or three people living in a two-bedroom apartment. How do you expect to live? You know what I mean? It's like you don't. So this is why I say to us as as a whole, like we got to think about that as we get older, because no one's going to do it for us. You know what I'm saying? And to have that type of money, to have, let's say you make 65 and you're able to retire, are you going to have like $2.4 million to live off of? A lot of us aren't going to have that type of money. So when you don't have that type of money, what are you going to do? You're going to be fucked. You're going to be homeless. So, it's not getting any easy for all of us right now. So, some of us going to be working and not saving, and we're going to be in homeless shelter. And that's what's going to end up going to be the end plan for end game for a lot of us. Either going to be in the shelter or the street. You know what I'm saying? Because family might not even want to deal with your ass for a while. You know what I'm saying? They might say, okay, I deal with him for temporary, but then after that, if you get too comfortable, you're out. I'm done. So we got to think about this, especially us as black folks. We better think about that because, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we're the lowest people on the totem pole. And it's sad to say that, we'd rather have a white man tell us, about financial aspects when, let's say, there are black people that do the same type of thing. I'm not saying there's some black people that don't listen to other black people about that, but it seems like our mindset was, we'll listen to a white man say this about the financial aspect and retirement, and you'll glue you to your computer and your phone and your TV because he's a white man. Because black people don't believe in ourselves and we don't believe in our culture anymore. It seems like because we're just too, we just like to act stupid and not think. And we think off of emotion. I know I've been black for 44 years, almost 45, and I've thought off of my emotions and anger and, whether it's family or whatever, not thinking about the future. And if I thought about the future, I would probably have money if I started young, between 20 and 44 now, almost 45. I'd probably have a good amount of cash stash, but I didn't do that because I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to listen to people that said, hey, go out and work hard, stash a little bit of money every day. Don't have kids right away. Stash your money, my brother would say some stuff like that, stash your money, stash money. I didn't want to listen. I wanted to hang out, chase girls. It's not worth it. It's not worth chasing all that. You better be chasing money. You better be chasing about your retirement as a man or woman in this world. And if you're married, you got to do it together. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it separately. Because that's, because it's like, again, you have women today that say, I don't need no man and want to be Miss Independent. That ain't right. Okay, that's not how God created us to say. No one's saying you shouldn't work hard because we all should work hard. But God didn't create us to say, I don't need a man, I don't need a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how, the world works. But we make it work that way, which is crazy. So I just want to say this, everybody. Let's think about our future, think about our life. Because it's getting hard out there for everybody right now. And, rent is high, things are high. If you have a car, you got insurance, dental, you know what I'm saying? You got to get food, you got to buy, stuff for your house and maintain it. And that's the problem. It's hard. But, I just hope and pray for myself and down the road, when I give my son, hopefully he can be able to learn. We could teach him something, even though me and his mom can't even stand in the same room together, which is sad. But unfortunately, we have to do better. Including myself, have to do better. But feel free to check out my YouTube channel, guys. If you guys are interested, type in my name. It's Russell, Russellmills, May 22nd, 2017. My first video is called Why Black People Settle for Less. So everybody take care. God bless. Be safe out there. And like I said, try to prepare for your future as much as you can, everybody. Take care. God bless. Bye.